Alright, so big surprise. We got the physical Super Vegito EZA and the STR Buuhan EZA confirmed. I guess they're going to be out in 2 days from now, so on the 3rd. Very, very exciting. No one was really anticipating this, so I actually went ahead and did translations for these units here. Let me actually bring them up right now. But I literally just tweeted Boo. Did I not tweet it correctly? Hold up, wait. Did I close the tab before it sent? No, it's right here. Okay. I was gonna say like, bro. Are you kidding me? Actually, let me open a separate tab here for a second. But yeah, these units are looking pretty nasty here. So I think the most important one for most people is Vegito. Let's talk about Vegito real quick. So physical Super Vegito's EZA. He had a lot of potential, and I think they did him pretty well. So he's obviously Majibu Saga leader, key 3, HP attack and defense 170%. Super attack effect causes immense damage, raises allies attack and defense by 30% for the turn. I think that's a pretty good super attack effect overall. I don't really think there's an issue with that whatsoever. Now, I'm gonna think that a lot of people would have preferred this unit to be mega tanky or something against super attacks. He does not have anything to combat supers. He does now get 80% damage reduction by normal attacks, and of course the counters. So that's what he already had, the counters, but now 50% to 80%. That's a really massive jump. That's really, really, really good change for them to do to this Vegito. I think that they did a really good job with that, just making that 80%. Because I believe that is exactly what the AGL Super Vegito had. And honestly, or AGL Super Vegito might have 90%, but honestly, he should have had 80% already. Yeah, so he had 80% on it. He should have just had this from the get-go. But it is good that he actually does have the same damage reduction. But now, he gets 150% defense at the start of turn. 20% attack with each attack received up to 120%. 30% chance to form a critical hit. Then this is interesting. This is the first character that I think has a mechanic like this. For every 3 attacks he receives during battle, he gets key 1 up to 3. Defense 30% up to 90%, and then another 10% chance to crit up to 30%. So I believe there's actually going to be a separate chance to crit from this one, unfortunately. So he doesn't have 60% chance to crit since it's during the attacking phase. So yeah, right, let me see. Raise attack and defense. Oh, right, this is to all allies. The SA effect is to all allies. My bad. There it is. I should actually, oh my goodness. You know, sometimes I did this out of the blue. But it do be like that, right? Whatever. Anyways, so yeah, of course, this is to all allies. Keep that in mind. This is the super attack effect, 30%. Attack and defense is to all allies. But I think that he's gonna be looking pretty good. Again, he's not gonna be combating super attacks, which is the only issue with that. But I think, I don't know, we'll see how it is in game. I think he's gonna be doing some pretty good damage, and he's really always meant to be a damage dealer. The fact that he have this damage reduction is nice. As long as he doesn't get tagged by super attack, he'll be looking really, really strong. So this is a unit that I feel people are going to look on paper and maybe kind of be like, oh, he's kind of underwhelming, right? I think he actually did really good stuff. They gave him pretty much what he wanted. Crits, extra defense. This defense is multiplicative. Keep that in mind. So he might have some pretty solid defensive stats. I mean, his defensive stat is already 10.6k. So, I mean, just in general, his defense stat could be really interesting, especially once he supers. I could see him having at least 500, 600k defense, which, you know, with the damage reduction against normals on the counters, I think that's going to be pretty good. So, ideally, he would have had like 50% reduction here and then 30% against all attacks, but what could you do, right? He's probably not going to give him everything. For a 2017 unit, I'm just glad he finally has his EZA. Now up STR Super Boo. STR Super Boo, there's a lot going on with this guy. Obviously, he has 4 different transformations, so there just really is too much to kind of talk about here, but let's just hop right into it at first. Let me make sure that, let me see here. I just want to make sure, because sometimes people point out some little, you know, small mistakes I made, but no, it looks like everything's good. I double checked Boo, especially because there's like 5 different transformations here. So STR Super Boo, he's actually really good. I honestly think he might be better than Vegito, funny enough. His leader skill did get buffed to 170% to a transformation boost, which is a really strong leader skill, or extreme STR key through 120%, which is pretty good. His super attack, 50% attack for the turn, immense damage, greatly lowers attack and defense. Obviously, defense would be preferred there, but Buuhan is looking pretty strong, I'd say. This is the main hype I have for this unit. G1 and 120% attack and defense, plus an additional defense plus 120% based on the remaining HP. The more HP you have, the greater the defense boost. 60% additional attack and defense when attacking, and then another 60% defense within the same turn after receiving an attack. I mean, considering where this guy was before with just 80% attack and defense, I think that is a pretty fine change. I don't think any of this changes. They don't really notate if this changes at all, but I would assume it's going to be the same. I don't see why they would change any of these. So let's take a look here at Buuhan specifically. So again, Buuhan, he is really, really good, right? So pre-EZA, this is kind of what he looked like here. 50% attack and defense for the turn, 10% HP, and 120% attack and defense. Now, keep clicking on Vegito. Let me just click off Vegito real quick. 12% HP at the start of turn. Key plus 2, 180% attack and defense, right? You see right there, bam. It's a pretty good start of turn buff, an extra 60%. Plus an additional defense plus 120% based on remaining HP. The more HP remaining, the greater the boost. 80% attack when attacking is definitely a lot. Performs an additional attack that has a 50% chance to become a super attack, and then a great chance to guard for 6 turns from first appearance. I mean, the great chance to guard is, obviously we would prefer it to be like a guaranteed guard, but at least not a high chance. This means most of the time you will see this guard ability proc with this right here. Like once this is stack up, him doing additionals, he's going to be really strong defensively. You guys can't underrate how strong this guy is going to be defensively. With like links like Big Bad Bosses, we have the Majin Link, Metamorphosis, Shocking Speed, even, you know, this link doesn't actually get defense, but like he gets so much defense from links. How much defense is this? This alone is, like if you have him linked up with Kid Buu or something, this is what, 40% defense? Then 50%, 55% defense from links, dude. Like this guy, it's a little simple, but he's going to be extremely effective, Buuhan. I mean, I guess best case scenario, because I think about transformation condition, they could change this to turn 4, which would be very helpful instead of the 5th turn. Yeah, I think if they're going to make a change, it would be to the 4th turn. I would really like to see that, actually. We also have the Buu tanks. Buu tanks here seems pretty solid as well. Causes immense damage to enemy seal super attack, lowers attack and defense. 10% HP at the start of turn. Key 1, 180% attack, 140% defense. 80% attack and defense when attacking. 80% attack and defense if the enemy is an attack or defense down. Key 1, 80% defense, and then a 70% chance to do an additional super attack for 6 turns first appearance. I'd say he is probably the worst one out of the ones we've seen, but this guy still looks, well, at least he's going to be solid. Ideally, you get either Buuhan or Buu Piccolo. Buu Piccolo is also pretty cracked here. Massively raises defense for the turn, causes immense damage. 20% HP recovery at the start of turn. 140% attack and defense, and then he gives all allies key 3 and 140% defense. 50% damage reduction as the first or second attacker in the turn. Plus an additional 60% defense. All allies attack plus 40%, and then an 8% chance to perform a critical hit as the third attacker in the turn. Now, unfortunately, he does lose the damage reduction in the 3rd slot. Obviously, I guess to double show you guys here, where you see right here, this is the 50% damage reduction here as the first or second attacker. Right here, he does lose that as a 3rd attacker. He gets the extra 60% defense, but that's not really worth it. Even though it's extra support, definitely this guy is going to be a slot 1 or 2 very strong unit with this 50% reduction. And then for the first 6 turns for first appearance, he does get 10% HP recovery at the end of turns. So, yeah, I think all these guys are looking really strong. Buuhan, I feel for sure, is on par with, like, Blue Gogeta. Vegito might be as strong as them. I'm not really too sure, but I think Buu Gotenks really, like, glowed up especially. This dude is looking quite powerful. Buu Piccolo and then Buu Gohan especially are just really good. And I think Super Buu is actually going to be pretty solid early on as well. But that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think of Buuhan's EZA and then the physical Super Vegito. Again, I know a lot of people are disappointed right here. The Android 8. Okay. him not having Elite Scouter makes you believe they're going to easy STR Vegito. Yeah, if STR Vegito easy A's gives this guy a Scouter, that's going to be really good. But that's it for me. Thank y'all for watching, and of course I'll catch you in the next video.